Morning everyone. I'm just soaking up some vitamin D, which I cannot recommend highly enough. It's a winter sun here, so spending a decent period of time every day just lying in the sun. Even if it's your winter or even if it's your summer, wherever you are, it's so important to get your vitamin D, okay? Just for your general mood and for your health. So, you see these big smear campaigns in Australia saying there's nothing healthy about a tan. Well, they get us scared of whatever's good for us, okay? It's interesting that everyone looks healthy when they've got a tan and feels good when they've got a tan. But I'm going off the point. The purpose for this video is, I know I sound like a broken record, I get that. But over the last 18 months, I've had times where I felt really optimistic. I said 2020 was my favourite year. I still agree with that. And right now, it's still a great time. I'm very grateful for the time that we're in. There has been times when I've thought this could get really messy, and maybe it still can. But as much as I sound like a broken record, I cannot emphasise right now the importance of meditation. If you can join a meditation group, that's great. If you can join a collective meditation, that's great. But rather than waiting for a meditation once a week, it's so important that we do at least morning, afternoon and evening. Just checking in with ourselves, how we're feeling, and focusing on the breath. Settling down. You want to chant a mantra. You want to, whatever technique works, but just even settling down into the breath, into the present moment, and moving into a coherent space of love, of gratitude, whatever it is, and trying to hold that space, because right now there really is a lot of good happening, and I mean that. There is a lot of good happening, but there's still a way to go, and a lot of people feel helpless. They don't know what to do. But I think if you don't know what to do, it's based off you not understanding the relationship we have with the field. If you are watching negative videos all day, right, and they are bothering you or they are disrupting your peace, you are not saving yourself. You're not saving anybody else around you or the field, right? So if you hear some good news, I heard a recording yesterday which was great news in Australia. Seemed genuine. We can never be sure if it's 100%, but it did definitely seem genuine. If you want to contribute to that, then focus on yourself and create peace and coherent heart-based feelings and contribute that to the field, because it really is like a numbers game, okay? When we tap into coherence, we are tapping into a power source which is so far beyond what the mind can comprehend. And this is why fear is what we're bombarded with. Because when we're fearful, when we're more materialists and we're more divided, we're more separated. It's the vaccinated against the unvaccinated. It's the left against the right. It's all this nonsense, right? Which is not going to do anything. That's exactly where they want us. So if we can just know that when we are peaceful within, we'll experience peace for a start. We'll make people around us peaceful and grounded, and we'll also contribute that peace to the field. And now if everybody's doing this daily, 3 times a day minimum, doesn't have to be long, it can be 5 minutes, it can be one conscious breath that brings you to a place that reminds you of when you've been in a good space in meditation, right? If we can do this just 3 times a day, we are taking responsibility for where our attention is and what we're feeling, and we are saving the whole. Okay, we are tipping the scales towards coherence. This is actually helping the outcome for those who are maybe on the front line, who are trying to do good for the world, whether it's common law lawyers, whether it's federal police officers who are doing their bit against the state, whether it's doctors on the front line who are speaking up for the truth, whether it's people trying to stop these mandatory vaccinations, whether it don't matter who it is, whether it's, it doesn't matter who it is. Whatever you're passionate about, whether it's Mother Earth itself, whatever you're passionate about, by choosing to be responsible with where you place your energy and being conscious of being peaceful and coherent throughout your day and holding your space, chanting a mantra, whatever keeps you up. And I'm not talking about doing this all day, up, down, up, down. I'm talking about staying up and staying grounded and staying in a state of peace, staying with the breath, understanding that focusing on a future disaster is not saving anyone. Watching anything that's not saving you is not saving anybody. We share life in the present moment with all things. So in this present moment, the breath is a present moment tool. You can't take a past breath. You can't take a future breath. So just by staying with the breath and staying in the heart, we can do so much. That's why this practice has lasted so long, from all traditions, from all times, okay? So take responsibility of where you place your energy. Do simple things to stay on top of the game, okay? Make sure your water's good, make sure you're eating well, make sure you're getting in the sun as much as you can, breathing fresh air. I've said this before, I think if people don't have some type of spiritual understanding, okay, they're going to struggle this time. There's a lot of people, I know a few people who've committed suicide, I know people who have committed suicide or who've tried to commit suicide. This could be a roughy transitional period for those who feel unstable on shaky ground. If you're watching information that's not serving you, right, just understand that the body can get addicted to the chemicals that are released, even if they're detrimental chemicals. Okay, even if you're watching fearful videos that you don't like, that make you scared, the body gets addicted to them. You can't stop watching them, so don't watch them. I'm not trying to promote anything I do, and you look, I've got more videos than subscribers, I think, on YouTube. I've never been out to try and get followers, okay? But if you do go through my videos, there's a lot of information there. I've shared a lot, there's a lot of spiritual practices on there. If you want to have a spiritual understanding of what's going on in the time that we're living in, because it's knowing spiritual knowledge that's going to keep people grounded, seeing that there's what we're going through is needed for growth, and knowing that the times like these are great opportunities for growth, spiritual growth, okay? So now's the time. I cannot emphasize it enough. I might sound like a broken record. All my videos, I share the same thing at the end or throughout them, but right now it's really important is to meditate, is to offer peace and coherence to the field. If you genuinely give a shit about people, you actually care, you would do this. This is not an ego thing. You don't have to tell people you're doing it. Just check in. It will change your life. It will change your family's life. It will change the world. I promise you. I promise you. So I love you all. Please take care of yourselves. Know that I'm here if you ever need me. A lot of times I delete apps off my phone, like social media apps, but you can always contact me via Messenger. Okay, and I'm always here for a chat or whatever you need. I love you all very much. Take care. God bless.